We wondered if electronic gears and parts is what you really wanted.
Well, you answered, and your answer got us scratching our heads quite a lot.
Yeah, let's talk about the problem we're not talking about.
Can we talk about that?
Not sure. Yes, welcome to the Dirt Shed Show this week with Owen.
Hi. And Martyn.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going to leave you hanging.
I was worried you forgot.
No.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't.
I'm in there now.
Yeah, we've got a great show coming up. Lots to get into, but I was really surprised by the question that we asked on our community tab about, do you think we need electronic gears or not, right? The reason I wanted to talk about electronic gears, can I give you a bit of background?
Yeah, bit backstory, right,
okay. I've not been riding my hand bike recently, right? Probably had about 8 months off because I've got an arm injury, problem with my tendons in my elbow. And I hadn't been riding much, but the other day I was feeling pretty good. I thought I'd go out on my bike, first time in ages.
Nice.
Suddenly a bit of nice weather in the UK.
Yeah.
And I went out on it's the Bowhead RX, fantastic hand bike, e-bike power.
Yeah.
Okay. Went out for a ride, was loving it, right? I've got, I'll tell you something else about my gears in a minute, but I've got electronic gears on my bike, and the battery died. I hadn't been riding the bike for all this time and it's been sat there and the battery just run out, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm 6 miles from home, typically in the biggest gear I could be in, and I've got to try and push this thing home in the wrong gear.
Yeah.
And even with e-bike power, it was a nightmare, right? And it was exactly what my elbow didn't need.
Literally what the doctor didn't order.
And I've got to be honest, right? Before this happened, I would have said, I love electronic gears. I love them, right? But then this happened, I thought, actually, this isn't good. I've never had this problem before. And it really got me thinking about it. And then the poll, and then look at the results of this poll, and you're going to be amazed. Mechanical, electric drivetrains, what you're picking, okay?
Wow.
Now, this got 19,000 votes.
Shivers.
19,000 votes, okay? Read the numbers.
So, electric gears, the way forward.
Yeah.
Wonderful kind of enlightening emoji, 24%.
Yeah.
Which then means that, mechanical gears work perfectly, 76%.
That is incredible,
It
isn't
is.
it?
That's, yeah.
Basically, 3/4
Yeah.
of the mountain bike community, and this is a pretty big poll and numbers,
It is,
right?
yeah.
Aren't interested.
Well, no,
interested.
yeah.
I was on our morning call of all the people who work here at GMBN and EMBN this morning, and we were all chatting away, and I asked the question, actually, who here has got electronic gears? No one. No one had electronic gears except for you.
Yeah.
Because you're a presenter, and the
Yeah.
bike you got had electronic gears on it.
To be fair, Pete in the workshop,
Yeah.
formerly of this space, he had made the upgrade to Axis because he really liked it. So he could have, if he was on the call. I mean, there's lots of things that could have, should have, would have happened there, but he wasn't on the call. But at the moment it's just me.
Yeah. So I was really surprised, right? And I've got to be honest, once I charged up my battery, put it back in the bike, right, and pressed the button once, I went, oh, they're cool.
Yeah.
I was nearly back on board with them just because of the cool noise, which is ridiculous. I'll tell you that's something else that's absolutely ridiculous, is that Jack said to me this morning, which electronic gears have you got on your bike? And I went, I think it's Di2. It isn't.
Oh, is it Axis?
I didn't even know what electronic gears I had on my bike. That's how little I looked at it.
Right.
I just pressed the button. The button.
That's good.
To be fair, though, they're right behind me. You can't really see them.
And also, if you had cables with the sort of like the cable routing, I think that's where Axis is really good. is where a cable ring is great, but unfortunately it is really spendy, and the new T-Type is even more spendier.
Yeah, I mean, I did a very basic, I did a little bit of a mind map, right?
Always good, yeah,
like
okay, right, yeah.
Gears on mountain bikes. Obviously, cable gears, the advantage is simplicity in use, easy to repair, cost-effective, high reliability, what I didn't have the other day. Electronic gears, the pros, quick shifting, enhanced precision, less maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because the cable doesn't stretch.
Yeah, that's true. Consistency in performance until the battery runs out, which brings us to the cons. Higher cost, massively higher cost. Yeah. Weather sensitivity, that fair? I don't know about that one. This is a mind map of me, by the way. So,
no, I mean, yes, because I think it's more cold, isn't it? So because batteries don't do great in super cold weather.
Good point. Not much snow riding.
No.
Complexity in repairs, that could be true.
Yeah.
And obviously the big one, battery dependency. Big one in terms of my story, anyway. But I think the higher cost is mainly the major point. Here's the bit I want you to help me with, Owen, right? Okay. Because this has got me thinking, you know, I've been looking at Sea Otter coverage, all the new bikes coming in, and the industry is obviously heavily behind all this stuff.
Yep.
This is where mountain biking's going, electronics and, you know, technicalities. Our poll and the people I know that I spoke to, they're not that interested. They don't need this stuff. You know, shock whiz, flight attendant,
tyre whiz.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. I remember reading a magazine article. I can't remember where it was, but it was talking about stuff that's good enough, and you could spell that, you know, badly, but you'd still understand it. And I guess the sort of old analogies are, you know, unfortunately, fighter jets. Not a cheery topic, but they were always about flying really fast, really high, and they were incredible and also incredibly expensive. And then as drone technologies come on, well, you kind of don't need all of those things because you can just do it from further away. But the same can be applied to cameras. Like, cameras used to be really jazzy lenses, and you'd spend loads of money on really expensive lenses, and now you've got it in your pocket. Yeah, but a lot of that is tech coming down, filtering down in price. And then the advancements in lens technology and camera technology has now been fitted into a phone. Yeah, whereas that's true. I feel like there's probably a point where, it was interesting when you said about good enough. Yeah. There's a point where the mountain bike was just good enough. And I don't know, it's really surprised me that some of these things like electronic parts are not necessarily as important to the rider as they are to the industry. And in there sits a divergence in interests, which is quite interesting. Let us know what you think. I loved your response in the poll. I'd love to know in comments, what do you think about electronic parts, electronic gears, tyre whiz, the shock flight attendant.
Yeah, not just both. You probably noticed I'm not a fan.
No, but there was shock whiz, which you could use to set your suspension, and then the new SRAM flight attendant chassis thing. So yeah,
it's really interesting. Right, let's we'll come back to it in a minute, but let's head over to the news with Tom, and obviously a sickest thing from Toff.
What's up, everyone? Heaps of new tech launched and teased at Sea Otter. Head over to GMBN Tech and EMBN for full-length videos all about what was on display there. I'm going to kick things off this week with racing, and why not start at Sea Otter, where Cody Kelly and Jill Kintner took wins in the downhill. Martha Gill, Nicholas Nesterov won the dual slalom. Keegan Swenson, Sophia Gomez-Villafane won the Fuego XL 100K XC, and Cody Kelly and Ray Morrison win the Enduro. There was UCI cross-country racing with the MTB World Series in Araxá, Brazil. This year, the racing will be available to view on Max, Eurosport, and a range of other locations for all around the world. It was a Riley Amos, Kira Bond double bill in the under-23 racing, both taking the top steps in both the XCC and XCO races. Haley Batten did the double, winning both events in the elites, and it was looking to be the same for Victor Koretsky until a last lap drop chain dashed his hopes, Simon Andreasen managing to pip him to first in the XCO. New bikes now. Nico Minali's Frameworks projects continue to get more and more exciting as he's bonding aluminium frames now with the help from the guys at Loctite. Harrow have got a fresh range of aluminium trail enduro bikes with the 140mm Travel Daily and the 160mm Greer, which will be available later this year. Saracen have released new jump bikes as well as updates to their trail and enduro range, alongside finally releasing that latest generation of the Saracen Mist, which has been in development on the World Cup circuit for 3 years. It's a 6013 alloy frame with a whopping 211mm of rear wheel travel and some decent adjustment. I think it looks fantastic. Team model going for $5,499. There's a pro version for $3,599, and a frame will set you back £2,200. Vittoria have released their new Peyote and Mezcal XC tyres. The Peyote is a low-profile option for hardpack, and the Mezcal receives some durability and suppleness upgrades. Black or brown sidewalls are now standard for both, and their 4C graphene compound is available too. Muc-Off have released a portable pressure washer, a 20-litre water tank, and 24 minutes of runtime with 4 specific launches. Bundle options available too. Vans shoes have teamed up for a collab with YT. There's a series of 114 BMX shoes, which of course are suitable for street, pump track, dirt jumping, and more. White, red, and black, with a pair of Live Uncaged sliders on offer as well. Crank Brothers have added shoes to the Candy range, gravel-friendly, toe protection, a stiff, rugged sole, and an EVA insole for vibration. 3 colours, check those out on the Crank Brothers website. Good news, Ollie Davis has been drafted to the Santa Cruz Syndicate after the injury that Jackson Golston picked up at Hardline Medina. Looks like it will have him sat out for the rest of the season. Bad news, Pole Bikes have filed for bankruptcy, which is super sad. The Finnish brand, who love to do things a bit differently, are looking for a buyer. Oni Rainio and Dan Slack are their factory riders who are looking for support this season. And further bad news, Kona, a brand steeped in mountain bike history, withdrew from Sea Otter last minute, having launched the Alloy Process X late last year and the Ouroboros gravel bike just last week. The parent company have appointed a new CFO who intends to sell the brand. Okay, that's all from me this week. Let's get to top for the sickest thing.
Right, this week's sickest thing has to be the super sick Insta banger from Alessio Tonoli, aka CornFlakesFuture. The dude just got such good style, like however he seems to do whips and tables, they always look so good in all like the different types. Like he does this whippy table, but then he also does like the 1 foot one, like so good. And then that whips like actually sideways with his mate right behind him. Also, check out this BMX clip where he does this front to back tire slide drift thing across this bowl transfer. Don't get me wrong, I love a good flippity whippity, but it's just never as good on this simple bike riding, is it? Like that bike control is insane. Anyway, right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Thank you, Toff. Thank you, Tom. Great stuff, guys.
Yep.
Right, big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Heavy.
Right.
Oh, it's crushing me.
You may have noticed over recent weeks that the uploader, which I think is what Owen's trying to do here,
uploading.
right, hasn't been working very well, right? But we've had a new one built. It is now firing on all cylinders. The link is in the description down below. So if you want to send us a hack and bodge, you want to send us a bike vault, you want to send us one of your hounds or your beagles, then send it into the uploader. It's where you can get involved in the show. So it's really important to us that you get involved in the show like that, because we love talking about your bikes, looking at your bikes. We look at all of the bikes, but we don't get to talk about all of them. And we love all your ingenious hacks and bodges as well, right? So as a good example of that, a hack and bodge, let's look at this one from Lefteris, who's in Prague. It is a Canyon Neuron bike, but he's basically got the old 3D printer out.
Oh.
I love a bit of 3D printing. Great stuff for hacks and bodges.
Yeah.
He's 3D printed a little mud guard, which I quite like, and also
that's brilliant.
I'm not sure about the angle on it, but you know, it probably works.
Well, I think it works better than not having one on there.
Exactly.
So I think that's brilliant.
And he's built this little plug cap for the head tube, which I quite like.
That reminds me, I feel like Crud, the people who used to make a down tube mudguard, other mudguards are available. Obviously, he made one. I think it came free on an MBU can. I was gutted that I missed it.
Yeah, and
useless fact. There we go. That's good though.
He's 3D printed this out of a flexible material, so it kind of grabs onto the aluminium better. Really stays in.
It's not a hard one.
I wonder if you get away with storing a couple of things in there. I think you could. I think you could, rather than just maybe it's just for stopping the old mud go up. But lovely little hack and a bodge there. Thanks for sending it in, Lefteris. If you have got anything to send in, please do. This is your chance to get involved in the show and have one of these moments that you can say to your kids when you're a grandparent. You know, back in the day, I was on the Dirt Shed Show.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
Yeah, just go wild. Get
Quite
uploading. Yeah, especially the dogs. I don't think we've actually had a beagle yet, have we?
We haven't yet, but we're going to be doing some dogs in the dog vault later on.
Yes.
We've got a dog vault this week. It's coming up. Right, let's carry on with the show. Right, shop shout out. Let's go on the shop and buy something. Let's go on the shop and buy something because we've got Spring Trails Essentials. What are you grabbing off of here, Owen? If I gave you some pounds to spend, I'm going to pick something myself. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go for, well, stickers, because I love a sticker.
Yeah.
And actually more of the riding pants. The riding pants are awesome.
Yes.
They're genuinely really awesome.
They are definitely one of the
really
things
light,
we've
really
nailed.
robust. They're just fantastic. So stickers, but that Horizon.
No, you're spending too much. I only gave you that much. You basically are having the riding pants.
Hang on.
You can't just keep buying things.
Okay, so as I've got a set of pants, riding trousers, I'm going to go for a mug.
That's what I was going to go for. Oh, yeah, I really like the Rockies enamel mug. But I tell you what, if you're going for a mug, I'm going to go with the Core Vintage cap. Tell you what, head over to the store. It's a great way to get involved with the channel. Become part of the team.
Yeah.
Great merch, really great merch. The riding kit is fantastic. The trousers and all of the race tops, brilliant. I think we've really nailed those things. And there's all the extras, of course, that goes around it. But we really appreciate your support. So head over to the shop and have some fun. Spend some pounds. Why not?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, let's take a look at some things we like this week. Do you want to start? Owen?
Yes.
What you got? What you got?
World Cup DH legend, because I think everyone forgets that he was this amazingly rad, like, podium contender regularly.
Yes.
Vorez.
Yeah.
Just still killing it. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, this thing looks nearly unrideable, but he's rolling along on it. Will we see him go super off-road on it? I don't know, but you're right. I tell you what, it's so easy to forget how brilliant he was at racing. Such a gnarly character.
Yeah.
Such a gnarly character.
Be rad for an
I tell you what,
interview.
I've seen some things from that guy in the pub after a race.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
But yeah, think of him these days as some amazing MTB comedy guy. He's just like mountain bike stand-up comedy. It's incredible.
Well, literally stand up on this.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Perfect, love it.
A great of the sport, that's for sure. Right, I'm going to go to Ott P, another great of the sport when it comes to trials riding. Ott P, a Spanish trials riding legend. He has slotted himself now into a pattern of putting stuff out on Instagram that's just a bit weird and wacky, and I love it. I love the guy. He's amazing. He was my idol when I first started riding bicycle trials. He was everyone's idol, and he's a fantastic rider. But what he's doing with this exercise bike's bonkers. It's just nuts.
It is amazing.
It's just nuts. Great bit of, could we call it riding?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
riding,
I
definitely.
can't wait to see what he does next. He's definitely worth a follow on Instagram, that's for sure. And then this last one, Owen, I've put this in for you.
Thank you.
Because I just want to see what you think about it. It's the Black Math bike. It's the bike that can do everything except have a dropper post, I guess. I mean, again, maybe it could. But what do you think of that? I mean, it's beautifully made.
It is beautifully made.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a love child of like a Ibis bow tie, a Terminator T1000, maybe like a Gary Fisher Joshua Exo yurt bike.
It's
and
weird.
Maybe a Klein Mantra, but with like a Bionicon from back in the day, aka Bionky Donkeys, as they were sometimes wrongly called.
You were the man to ask about this bike. So, I mean...
It's all there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, this bike that can be everything. I mean, has it got legs?
It's got wheels. So
should we leave it there?
Let's leave it there.
Let's leave it there before you become unkind. But definitely some things we liked worth looking at. Can I mention something else I really liked that I saw at Sea Otter on one of Neil's tech videos? Is I really loved the I've forgotten the name of it. The Ibis e-bike.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Otto?
Wow.
Otto? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Did you see it, Josh, live?
I did.
Yeah, with the asymmetric sort of
looks
rear
rad.
end.
Yeah.
I liked it. You know,
Really
when you
big
look at something,
battery.
you're like, yeah. Real life, what was it like, Josh? Be honest.
It was okay.
Oh,
See,
I could be wrong.
I haven't seen it in real life, but I think it's really good. I love all the designs that. So
I just like it.
Yeah,
I just like it. It's not something
designs
I'd
it.
seen before, so I don't know. Just thought, was this part of the show? you know.
I like it.
Turns out Josh hated it.
Yeah, he does.
Right, let's take a look at the caption contest this week.
Oh.
Last week's photo. Is this actually you?
I've been on a bit of a diet. Yeah.
No, but is it actually you? I mean, obviously it looks like you, but is it actually you?
I mean, actually, it is me, yeah.
It is
I just have
actually
a
you.
fantastic PT's bike cleaning brush, aka the bog brush,
We've
balanced on my head.
It's very good. It made me laugh a lot, and we've got some great captions for it. So we're going to give a mug to one of the best ones here. First one is from Sepster58. Beaker joins the GMBN presenter stuff. It's predictable, that one, I think. That was predictable. Yeah. Can I throw this one at you? Cornish Cactus, a regular, an absolute great of the caption contest. If anyone could be called a great, I mean, he's like, you know, one of the goats of caption contest.
Goat of captions. Love it.
He has many, many mugs. I don't get it. It's just Owen.
I'll take that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
It's the same. And Will Lang. Owen's brush with the Muppets.
That's like a triple word score.
That's good, isn't it?
That's very good.
It's got to be the winner, isn't it?
A lot. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Will Lang, well done. You have won. Are you ready, Josh? Will Lang, you have won yourself a stump mug. I didn't even make it. Sorry about that. If you would like to win yourself a stunt mug like this one, then give us your caption for this photo, and you could be a winner next. That's a good one. Give yourself caption time on that, and you could be winning yourself a mug next week.
Okay, coming up on the channel this week.
Big week. I love this one we're starting with. Bit of promotion for the spring bike packing.
Yeah.
Someone had a good time.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You and Blake out bike packing, lots of fun.
Brilliant.
We've got game of cars, we've got how to make your MTB kit last longer, and ways to level up if you're a new rider. Yeah. We've also got, can a lightweight e-bike take on a heavyweight adventure?
Ooh, big
There's a good feature.
That will be.
I like the sound of that. Yeah, so we've got a busy week on GMBN, so don't miss out on any of those videos. They look fantastic, especially that bike packing one. Very good.
Hold me on it.
We are going to dive into the bike vault now. Unfortunately, as you now know, the uploader has not been performing, but it is working now. I really want your bikes for next week. So get into the uploader, send us your bike. Maybe you've sent it in previously and it never got on the channel. This is your chance to redo that, fix the moment, get on the channel. But for this week, we're not going to do a bike vault. We're going to do a dog vault.
Oh, excellent.
Because we did a hack and bodge, and I like doing hounds and beagles, and where could I fit them in? I thought, I'll put them in the bike vault this week.
Okay.
So here we go. Dog vault it is.
Love it.
Or beagle vault, whatever you want to call it. First one.
Wow.
Beautiful dog. This is AGS's Trek Trail bike, and just out for a morning ride with his best friend.
That is ridiculously, that's cute. Amazing. Love that.
Cute, some kind of Labradoodle, I'd say.
Yeah.
Very pretty. Lovely jump shot here from Matthew in Kansas City with his out with a buddy who hurt himself early in the day but spent the rest of it showing me all the best spots. Oh, amazing.
That is really nice.
Lovely. Bit of trail dogging there. That sounded wrong.
No, I think it's just a trail dog.
That sounded wrong. Yeah.
Don't Google that,
Don't
please.
Google that. Yeah. Here, we've got a little bit of video to watch.
I love that, yeah.
This is Andy. This is in Magumho MTB Park in Taranaki.
Oh, my God, that dog's ridiculously cute.
Little husky there.
Oh, smaller rider too. We
smaller
love this.
Rider, great.
That is excellent. More
I want to
of
look at that dog again, because he was a fierce-looking thing, wasn't he?
No.
Look at that.
He's loving life.
Oh, loving it. Loving it.
That is, I love that.
Last one, and I've got too many pictures of this. So, I mean, all of the dogs
have too many pictures.
All of the dogs have been super nice, but this is as super nice as they get. It's from Gordon in Manchester. It's so funny. Look at this dog. He bought the dog and the helmet and the goggles for little Lily 6 months ago. She's been wearing them ever since. Look at this.
There is a brand name.
Super nice. Super nice. Super
Doggles.
nice.
Doggles.
Super nice doggles.
No, it's a brand name, yeah. So there are other dog goggles available, but there is a brand called Doggles.
I hope these are doggles. Look at him there.
Yeah.
With Lily on the back. Absolutely
Excellent.
amazing. Those are super nice dogs.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
All super nice. If you've got a trail dog that is always out riding with you, dogging. Thank you very much. That is some great stuff and super nice dogs.
Yeah, super nice.
Super nice dogs. If you've got a trail dog that comes out on the trails with you and has a great time, then we've got a Hounds and Beagles section in our uploader where you can also do the bike vault and, of course, Hacks and Bodges. So send them in, please. Get involved with the show. Right, that's all we had time for this week. So
it's awesome.
We're gonna have to hold it there, but give us a like. That really helps get the video out to others.
Give us a subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, because that really helps too.
Yeah, and I tell you what, let us know what you think about electronic gears, electronic parts. You see where I'm going with it. These adaptations on the parts we've already got that work fine. Do we really need them? Do you want them? Let's drill into that a bit more in the comments. And until then, we'll see you next week.